Yep, Mohammed Omar, over to you. Do you want to unmute yourself, Mohammed, and then we'll come back to Hugo.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Hugo. Very kind of you. A couple of comments. Jake said that the number of Pakistani groomers could be, he said the reports are, it could be from 10,000 to 100,000. And I would like to ask him, what report? Where is this report from?
This comes from police statistics.
Okay, so which police force?
From the various ones that have investigated the case in Rotherham.
Which is one? Tell me, Telford, please, which?
I just told you.
So it's a national report, but the government hasn't done the national report yet. It's going to come out in 3 years.
No, these are individual police reports from each county.
So each county has said there's from 10,000 to 100,000 Pakistani pedophiles.
No, because each county hasn't had paedophiles. Only certain counties have had them, and they're the ones who have released the data. Don't be so obtuse.
Sorry, look, Jack, if you're going to be like this, then there's no point me being, if you're going to call me stupid, then there's no point me being here. Look, you just gave out a false report, just admit it. And now when I'm challenging you, you just start calling me idiot and so obtuse.
That's a mischaracterization. As I said, you were being obtuse. You're the one who's being aggressive.
What does obtuse mean?
Try reading a book and you'll find out.
So look, Lubna, do you understand here? You just bring this idiot on, and I'll call him an idiot because, you just bring him on and he just says whatever, and then you just allow him 10 minutes to speak, and then as soon as we speak, off we go. This is not fair.
I haven't told you to go. I'm giving you time to speak, and if you're challenging him, I haven't stopped you from challenging him. I'm not responsible for his answer.
Yeah, but you usually intervene when people say bad things, so he's just said obtuse. And now we can go down that road, that's fine. He is making stuff up just to make Muslims look bad. And now when I've or Pakistanis look bad, now when I've challenged him, he's got nothing. Now he's saying, when I asked him which report, and all of a sudden when he couldn't respond, he started calling me obtuse. And then now I need to read a book. So, I mean, what are we doing here? I think this has which report? You didn't say which report should I read?
Rotherham, Telford.
Oh, Oldham. Okay, just make one up then, yeah? Just Rotherham report. I've read all this, mate. Don't listen. Cambridge Rape Center states 800,000 women, and I'm giving you that, you can check it out, are abused. Girls and women are abused. How many of those people are Pakistanis? What's the percentage?
I've told you that the figures are all in the reports which you haven't read. Go and read them and then come back and insult me.
You didn't tell me which report, man. When you made your 10-minute statement, look, when you made your 10-minute statement, no one interrupted you, you said the reports are, and that's it. You should have stated the reports then, and now you just, because as soon as I challenge you, you just got annoyed and start calling me obtuse and saying I should read a book and so on.
I would say, and this is very important that we do need to challenge things, because the questions that Mohammed's asking, other Muslims and Pakistanis are probably going to be asking this as well, and that's why I want people to watch this and learn something. We shouldn't be afraid of challenge. And like I said, Mohammed, I didn't boot you off the stage. I didn't stop you. I'm not stopping. I'm not inviting Jake either. I just put the link in and people come on and I give them a chance to speak.
Look, now,
just to make it clear, I'm not responsible for what anyone says. I know. And you're completely free to challenge him, and that's why it's so important that more and more Muslims and Pakistanis do come to learn and
My issue is looking at if he starts calling people stupid and if he starts insulting people, saying I should read a book and so on, you normally intervene and interject when Superman says it, or when yesterday Kryptonite said it, or whoever. But here you never. So I don't know which. I mean, I can carry on, but I'm just stating that out.
Guys, did you hear him say stupid? I didn't hear him say stupid.
He called me obtuse. No, he's honest enough.
Yeah, I didn't hear stupid though.
He's just trying to act. He could have said stupid. He's just trying to give it the large, like he knows all these fancy words,
Okay, what questions do you have?
I would have said stupid. I meant obtuse.
So what's the difference between obtuse and stupid?
Well, you should try looking it up, because you're making yourself look stupid by making that connection.
Well, okay. Well, can you help me understand this?
I'm going to help you.
Oh yeah, just ignore the topic. Yeah, ignore the word now. You had your 10 minutes. Just be quiet now. You had 10 minutes to speak.
I've put a link in the chat with the Rotherham.
Yo, clever guy. Just big,
Go and have a look.
big man with the words. Let somebody else
And
speak. You had 10 minutes. Is
You're
that fair?
showing exactly what's wrong with Islamic culture. In
You
every
called
word.
me obtuse. You called me an idiot. You insulted me and said I should read a book and so on. And now I'm.
Okay,
I'm
let
the one
me
that's
read.
causing
Let me
trouble.
read. Let me read from the dictionary what obtuse means: annoyingly insensitive or slow to understand.
Yeah.
What does
what's
it
the
mean?
difference
What
between
does it
stupid
mean
and
if
bad?
someone is obtuse? Someone described as obtuse is generally considered slow to understand, lacking in sharpness or quickness of intellect, or perhaps even deliberately refusing to understand. That's what it means. I didn't hear him say stupid. I would have stopped him otherwise. And you know, and it depends on the nature of a discussion. I don't like intervening in a discussion unless it's completely, you know, community guidelines, all that kind of thing. This conversation, yes, is heated, but it's not something that I felt like I need to intervene.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
he unnecessarily called me stupid, which is obtuse. There's not much difference. He just wanted to. He could have said stupid. There's not much difference in what you just stated. But anyway, that's his problem. I don't want to. I'll just ignore it. Forget it. But what I will say is this: Jay came on not long ago, and he said that the women wearing a burqa, he has a problem with it, and he took his niece to the supermarket. And in the supermarket, she saw this woman wearing a burqa, and she started crying. And his words are, "It's not right." And the reality there is simply what he should have said to his niece was, "Look at me. I'm your uncle. If I put a cloth on my face, I'm still your uncle. It's just a cloth." Now, if we go back 20 years from where Jake was standing with his niece, probably, I won't say his family, but somebody around that generation, and on Radio 4, I'm sure he listens to Radio 4, on the archive, they were stating that black people, in those words, this is their words, on Radio 4 archive, anyone can see it, they were saying, we don't want to, English white girls or women were saying, we don't want to stand next to them. We don't want to sit next to these black people. They're animals. They're African. You know, look at them. They stink. They smell. And that was then. And at that time, probably somebody was taking their niece to the supermarket, and the niece would have started crying perhaps when she saw a big black man. And that person should have then said, look, that's just a person, just like you are, just like we are. And it would have been good if Jake did exactly the same thing and said that just like that person is a person, and I am a person, we're both people. Just because somebody puts a cloth on their face, it doesn't mean that they're less of a person. Now, I don't